Is it a gold mine or a gimmick?
That's what some are wondering about Donovan Dela Cruz's tax plan for mass transit. The candidate for mayor unveiled a proposal today meant to maximize development around rail stations, but not everyone likes it. Hawaii News Now's Tim Sakahara reports.
I want to articulate my position on rail so that it's clear.
Donovan Dela Cruz is fully on board with the $5.5 billion rail project and wants to win over even those that aren't supporters.
A lot of people who say that, I don't want to pay for something that I'm not going to use.
It's called tax increment financing, or TIF. It's not supposed to pay for the rail, but for the development around the rail stations, namely city sewer system upgrades to make it easier for developers to build private mixed-use business and residential buildings. Now, the money would come from extra property taxes only paid by those that live around the stations.
It's a catch-22 in the sense where they need to be motivated to pay for that TIF, because if not, we can't build the infrastructures that can have the development that's necessary around the transit stations.
It's a gimmick more than a real contribution to the problem.
Panos is the only mayoral candidate completely against rail and says tax increment financing is just another burden on the backs of the public.
When the state is broke, it's one way to find some more money, but the bottom line is it is another tax. And by taxing yourself, that's not the way to prosperity. So in the long term, it's counterproductive.
While it's a plan to get more votes, it was a tough sell for even those that are in favor of rail.
I live in the area, and I think that's very unfair. What about the other people?
If they tax people where the stations are, I think that's like a hardship.
If we don't proceed with TIF, then you can't even have development there to begin with.
Tim Sakahara, Hawaii News Now.